Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Whitney. This is Moonshine's Tarot. I'm Moonshine. Take what resonates, see what doesn't. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry. No worries about it. Take the next message. I do also offer personal readings right now. WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. Super affordable, super efficient, and let me know when you want. Take what resonates, see what doesn't. Always remember, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, these are general messages. I can't get too personal because you're not right in front of me. So how can I make it personal when it's impossible? So take what resonates, see what doesn't. And if the analogy doesn't fit, don't worry. Take the next message. All right, here we go. And love and light, people. My house is not level, so it's hard to roll dice. Wow. Okay. So, Capricorn with the seventh house and the sun. So that's Libra. Libra would be the seventh house. Okay. With the sun. Overcoming addictions. Helping somebody. I almost feel like maybe somebody sees, like I was thinking about this the other night. One of my ex-boyfriends was a huge addict and he would go to AA, and when he would we didn't really talk about it much, but sometimes he would talk about um his sponsors. And I didn't really know what that was because I've never experienced addiction, so I didn't know. And he was like, well, whenever I need him, he always answers the phone, blah blah blah. And it was like a perfect match for him. It's hard to find a sponsor, and it's hard to find somebody, just in life that understands what you're going through. But then to actually find somebody that matches so well, right, that knows your addiction, because they've beat it, and it's the core of you. So it's like people, you would be amazed when you find people that have gone through what you have gone through, because everybody is different, but the struggle is the same. The devil is the same, right? It's just everything around the devil changes because everybody is different, right? That's a very strong message today about overcoming the devil. Finding a relationship that helps you overcome the devil. Wow, look at this. This is absolutely amazing. We've got grief with nature, which is kind of like letting me know that, like, it's natural to grieve. It's natural to go through there's five, they say there's, multiple stages of grief, okay? And it's okay to it's natural to fight back, okay? Like when Creed gets brought back from the dead, right? And then the first thing his instinct is to do is to kill the thing that just brought him back from the dead, because he's not supposed to be brought back from the dead, right? He's supposed to be dead. He's supposed to go into a different life. He's been reincarnated and he's dead still, right? He's not supposed to be there. It's very confusing to him about why he's here, right? So he starts to fight back. And that would be anything that you keep behind bars, you mistreat, right? When the devil is involved, many people get hurt, and it's not necessarily the one person that's being affected by the devil. It's everybody around the person being affected by the devil. As I say that, I'm looking at the sun sign, and see, it's the dot with the crowd all around it. It's the devil in the middle with everybody around him being affected. That is the sun analogy, is this person is reflecting their shit onto everybody. Okay. That's why you got to get a hold of yourself. Okay. You have to find the right partnerships where you reflect your best self. Okay. If you're in a partnership that makes you, not be a good person, then you have to take a look at that relationship and go, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be in this one because it's making me an awful person and it's making me do things that I don't want to do. It's forcing my will against nature. It makes me feel like I'm forcing this. Okay, it's like somebody is forcing something, or yet you know that you've been a part of somebody who forced something. Okay, now I've got 7. The 7 on the dice, okay, is above the 11. Okay, and 7/11 is my sister's anniversary. And when she got married to her ex-husband now, that 7/11 is a mirrored reflection of his birthday, which is November 7th. So what my sister determined, when the day she married her husband, he actually married himself. He never really married her. She was just a part of the crowd around him, because once the marriage was valid and took precedent in the world, right, the demon on him rose and took over everything. He bankrupted my sister. He killed her dog. He evicted her. He forced her into bankruptcy, and he rose to the top. He created a whole new family. He has 5 or 6 businesses. He has 5 or 6 different cars. He's got a couple of kids. He's got all brand new dogs, all brand new friends. This guy just bought a whole new life because the devil on his back. And my sister got him out of rehab. When they started dating, he was in rehab. He actually cheated on her as well. And she still stayed with him because he pleaded he was an addict and to forgive him. So she did. And she got him out of the slums. Okay. She got him out of literally being an addict, a junkie on the streets. Okay. And he had the audacity to bankrupt her and take everything from her. I mean, talk about looking a gift horse in the face and kicking it. Okay? Because of the devil, really? And there's the book, okay, with hunger. So somebody, they did something so then they wouldn't go hungry. Yeah, they did something so they wouldn't go hungry. And now it's like the way that you were used is this, it's like this wrath, you know, like they put you into a life that wasn't it wasn't where you're supposed to be. You know, you were supposed to pass on, you were supposed to pass over, you were supposed to go somewhere else. You weren't supposed to, like, once you died, you were supposed to die and never come back. You weren't supposed to be reincarnated as a little dead kid in a family. Okay, it's literally like that. But these people were so headstrong on keeping you alive. You know, it's like literally, it's like this mother, you know, walking around with a dead baby. And my sister actually was reading up on this orcapod, where this mother, this specific, like, you know how scientists, they map that shit, they always watch the orcas and the great whites and the humpbacks out in the wild. So there's this pod of orcas, and they've been watching this one female who, it's kind of known to them now that she has stillborns. And what she will do with these stillborns is she will carry them with her for days and days and days. She will carry this dead baby. Okay. And I don't know if you know whales, but in order for them to carry somebody with them, it takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of energy to drag a dead baby. Okay. So she's dragging right now another dead baby. She obviously had a stillborn in the winter just recently, and they've caught her dragging this baby along and nudging it. She nudges it as she swims. She just keeps nudging it and nudging it. She nudges it along, and like the pod never stops. The pod always has to keep moving. Therefore, she has to keep dragging this baby with her, right? Wherever she goes. And I feel like this whole pet cemetery is like somebody's got a dead baby that they just won't, maybe that's the elephant in the room, you know, like somebody's dead and gone and they yet haven't been buried yet. You know, like they're still using it as the crutch. Someone's using something as a crutch, and they've focused everybody around this person. Okay, like, don't say this, don't do this, we don't talk about this in front of them, we don't say this in front of them, right? They're too fragile, they can't handle it. And now justice is kind of saying, like, you know, go on a hunger strike then, if that's what it means. Like, if this person doesn't want to let this cycle finally be over, right, then, you know, like, just like an addict, like, you have to find the partnership, the relationship that's going to build a stronger person, so then you can get out of the strains that this thing is holding you against. Okay. And when things hold us against our will, then we start to slowly lose ourselves and we give everything to that one thing. Okay. So I feel like whatever this devil is, okay, somebody's finding the right partnership to make them see what they're doing wrong. They're doing something and they're not stopping. Okay. And that's where, when we look at the Babadook, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but the whole part of the Babadook is her son, okay, she's cradling in her arms, is seeing this thing day in, day out, night after night. And he's telling his mom, you have to be scared of the Babadook. You have to fear this thing. And she's like, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Listen, when you've got the truth and you've got it right in front of you and you're telling somebody this is the truth and they're looking every other direction, like those people, whenever you're trying to talk to them, like they're looking at everything else and you're like, I know you're not paying attention to me. They're like, yes I am, I'm listening, but they can't give you their focus. It's like this, it's like this devil, like these people just won't listen to you, or somebody just won't listen to you. They won't address the dead kid in the room, right? They keep using it as, well, they're just attacking me, everything's attacking me. No, you're keeping a dead kid as a crutch, and it's time that we move on from this. I'm not going to carry this with you anymore. You either let it go or we're over, because maybe that's what it is. Find somebody that's going to feed this partnership. Find somebody that's going to feed this, because you don't want to believe it. That's fine. But I'm going to believe it. I'm going to believe the thing that, is going to take me down. Because if this person keeps acting the way that they do and bringing dead things alive, their crutch is going to get bigger and heavier. And just, you have to realize when people are guilt tripping you, okay, and they're trying to make you do things just to feed their pleasures, their guilty pleasures, and their devils inside of them. Okay, and this person is very self-focused. They put everything on themselves. They put everything is about this thing that makes everybody dance around them all the time. And this person, whatever this thing is now, they can't use as a crutch anymore. Spirit has said enough is enough. We're going to address it. And if people want to still continue to believe the lie, then at least they know it's like a product company. Okay. And they've been called out on something and they can't lie about it anymore. So they have to put it on the product, like smoking. Remember when all of a sudden these packages of cartons had all these warnings and everything on them? Like they always said cancer, like smoking can kill you. They had to put that on there, but it does more than just kill you. Right? It slowly asphyxiates you, takes all of your energy. It starts depleting your blood. It gets into everything. It really starts to poison you. But they didn't put that on the pack. They said it could just lead to death. Right? So now they have to put, it's almost like, maybe that's the full analogy, is that this person is toxic. And they've let people know that they're toxic, but they haven't let people know everything they do. Everything that this is connected to, because it's not just one thing, right? It's a lot of things. And when a company gets called out, they have to start advertising the truth, at least about whatever that has been exposed. Okay, so I feel like something is definitely hitting it's hitting the airways. And this person needs to find a way to get a hold of this addiction, because nobody wants to cover for them anymore. It's like everybody's done picking them up, cleaning them up, dressing them and making them look good. Nobody, it's like people are done with that now. And that, when somebody's addiction has taken a hold of the whole family, like we can't do this anymore. We can't keep covering up for them, because it slowly starts to take over people. And I get why people feed other people's addictions, but that's also called enabling. You're now enabling that person to treat everybody like shit because of their one problem. Well, their one problem now has to be exposed to everything they're truly doing. And they know what they're doing. They know that their alcoholism or their need to shove everything down is physically harming everybody. It's in the air around them. So, heavy, heavy message. Okay, so if you want to continue this, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com, email me because this is definitely a very interesting reading that I would love to get more into. Yeah, thank you for watching. Peace. Have a great week. Okay, and only take what resonates. Always for entertainment purposes. Only if the shoe fits, wear it. I peace. Love one another. Whoa, where's that stop?